Thursday, what is it, the 13th of October 2009. This test is going to be, as you can see, this wood, this plywood actually is very thin plywood, which is applied on some of my new invention, and I'm going to apply heat into it. These capsule produce 3,600 degrees of temperature. My resin is not applied into, so that way I could show you how resistant this heat resistant material is. So we're going to start turning on the heat. And we're going to start watching this heat. And as you can see, I'm touching behind the heat. You can see inside how hot this thing is getting. It does have a very high temperature, over 3,600 degrees, and you can see the back that nothing's going on, nothing is just burning. It's still continuing like nothing's happening. It's a very, very high temperature resistant material. Okay, and what we could do, we can burn and reburn and burn and reburn continuously for hours and hours and hours, and nothing will happen to it. Okay, it continues, as you can see how the heat is, it's a very high temperature and continues for hours. It goes for hours without any delays, without any penetration whatsoever. As you can see again, I've got my hand right here, my fingers right here, touching the material itself, and nothing is going on to it. Okay, this is one of the inventions of the heat resistance that I've got, that produces the heat for a long time without penetration whatsoever. Okay. Now I'm going to demonstrate to you another piece of the equipment that I've got. It's another piece of wood that we got that does the same, with a very high penetration. You can see there is no penetration whatsoever. And I'm going to put my hand right here, touching it. Right here I can touch it. This is just a plywood. This is just a piece of a plywood. It's a very thin plywood that I'm touching with the heat on the other side. Okay, hit the heat on the other side and you can see how the temperature is, and I can touch it like nothing is going on. And you can see the heat on the other side. So it does accept a very, very high degree of temperature. As I repeat again, I'm going to touch it. You can see my hand right here. Okay, and believe it or not, you could not stand the heat right here. It's so hot in here. But you come over here and you can touch completely your hand like nothing is going on, and it does not penetrate. I mean, you could stand here all night long, it's not going to penetrate. This material does not let the heat penetrate on the other side. Okay? That's so wonderful about it. That is not letting nothing to penetrate. Not a single thing. And I hope this new invention of mine will change a lot of heat resistance material in the future. Okay? Now I'm going to try something else for you. You can see there is no heat penetration whatsoever. I mean, we can go on and go on and go on and go on. And as you can see, there's a core. There's a huge core. And the heat so intensive. But on the other side, look at my hand. Nothing is going on. And you can hear the temperature, the way this cylinder, this high temperature cylinder, it's trying to burn through, which will not burn through. This can stay here for days burning, and it's not going to go through. I'm going to repeat that again to you. You can see my hand. right here, you can see, look, no penetration whatsoever. And for one last time, you can see it here because I'm going to give you another one to test, but you can see there's no penetration whatsoever. Okay, this is another test I'm going to do again on a same plywood with a different material but same plywood, and that way you can take a look at how this deep thing can go, how far can this thing go. And just to show you how thin this plywood is, it's very thin, and as you can, so again, you can see the temperature, you can see high temperature in there, and it's not penetrating whatsoever on the other side. I mean, this thing is so amazing that I could go on and go on and go on and talk about it, but what you can see is something unique that has never been around, but now it is, because now we are producing a material that will tolerate the heat into the extreme matters. As you can see again on this side, no penetration whatsoever. There is no penetration. There is no penetration. Again, I am touching it. Okay, I am touching it again. And here I couldn't touch anything because it's so hot. But in here, I can just put my hand here for good, and nothing will happen. On the other side, you can see the heat. You can see the penetration of it. And my hand is still here. You can just look at how penetrating that heat is. That's over 3,600 degrees. As far as I'm concerned, that heat right now is over 4,000. But for now, this is the only thing that I have to prove it on, which is that kind of gas, which produces anywhere from 3,600 degrees to 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit. And it could go on for hours and hours and hours. You could sit here, have a chat, and imagine this thing being on somebody's clothing, and they can go into the heat and come back. That extreme heat. This extreme heat is unique. You cannot go this much with this kind of a heat. As you can see, how the heat penetrates everything, and it does not expand. It stays controlled in one single place. It doesn't expand, it doesn't go around, it stays in one single place. And as you can see, it penetrates the heat in one space. It doesn't let the penetration go away nowhere else. And I can put my hand here. Now, just to show you how strong this is, you can just look at this. Look how immediately this thing burns. Okay, you can see how fast and how powerful the heat is. Okay, but on this side, again, I'm redoing it and nothing is going on. It's still the same. And you saw what this heat does to a small plywood. I mean, it burns it immediately. Let me show you again. You can see immediately it's burned, totally burned. It's gone, but has resistance on the other side. See, it has resistance on the other side. It's not letting it's not letting it making a hole or anything. I can burn it all here, but it's not gonna go through. See, it's not gonna go through because on the other side, my resin is resisting the heat that is coming from behind, and it's keeping it. As you can see, I cannot. This wood without that would be like this. Look at that right here, and you can see how immediately it penetrates and goes through. Okay, and on here it doesn't go through. Okay, it stays right there without any penetration. And again, we come over here, and you can see there is no penetration whatsoever. There is no penetration whatsoever. And on here, if you go down here right now, you can see it's already cooking. It's already cooking. Look how it burns immediately. That's just a very thick plywood. It's a very, very thicker than that. That's 3 times thicker than that. And it's still, it's burning like nothing's going on. And look, here I penetrate. On the other side, I'm penetrating totally. Okay, and you can come on this side and look, there is nothing here. There's nothing there. And I can read, the good thing about this ink, I can reheat it again, and reheat it again, and reheat it again. And nothing happens to it. But on this side, look, it's even resisting it. It doesn't let the temperature go nowhere. It's resisting everything. This is an amazing thing. Now, you saw how immediately this turns off. Look. Look. Now look at this. It doesn't, I mean, the flames go crazy and they don't come off that fast. But on this, look. Right there. I'm burning the wood, but I'm not penetrating to the other side. Because that material is not going to let it penetrate. It doesn't let it penetrate. You can see. And I'm not penetrating on the other side. It does not penetrate. Just to give you an idea how strong this thing is. And come and look at the other side. Look at this now. Look. And it's still not penetrating. Okay, and look at on